everyone. My name is Bethany, and today I'd like to share with you a book. The book I'd like to read today is called The Very Hungry Caterpillar. This was written and illustrated by Carle. Illustrated means that he drew every single beautiful picture inside this book. Now, Carle has a very specific way that he likes to draw. The way that it looks as if there's a painting right on this book that I'm holding in my hands. Every single drawing, you can see the brush strokes inside from the paintbrush. And he also likes to play specifically with colors. So when he has a red color right next to a blue color, he'll overlap them together and you can see the purple. And all three colors will be very visible, and it's just a beautiful way that he likes to play with it. So I'm going to describe all of these beautiful drawings for you today. This is The Very Hungry Caterpillar. So on the first page, it's a dedication. This book is for his sister Krista. It says, "For my sister Krista" on top. At the top of the page, there's a beautiful orange sun. It's orange and yellow and red, and they're all mixed together in these stripy lines. The bottom half of the page is filled with a bunch of beautiful little circles, colored circles, and they're all sitting on top of each other, almost like a ball pit. And every single circle has different colors inside, like the specific thing I was talking about where he likes to overlap the colors and they look like brush strokes. So there's dozens of little balls right here. Very, very colorful. The next page, here starts our story. In the light of the moon, a little egg lay on a leaf. Now this picture shows the moon, and the moon is big and white. It takes up a big amount of the page, and it's smiling, has a soft smile drawn with blue paint. There's a brown tree with different shading on it to look just like the bark. And off of the tree grows 3 separate big leaves. They're strong leaves. They've got strong stems. And on the biggest leaf, we see green, different types of green with the paint all strung together. And in the middle of that leaf is a small white egg. It looks like a pearl. It's beautiful. The next page. One Sunday morning, the warm sun came up and pop, out of the egg came a tiny and very hungry caterpillar. So now we have a closer look of the sun. It's the same colors. This time we can see zigzags and brushes where he swirled the brush around on the page. And this sun is smiling too. And over here on the bottom of the whole page is some brown dirt. And it's lumpy and it's crumbly. And on top of the dirt is a little caterpillar. This caterpillar is green with yellow highlights on his back. He's got a red face and 2 green antennas. And he's got a bunch of little black feet. And on top of his body are colorful little fuzzes coming out because he's a fuzzy caterpillar. Next page. He started to look for some food. On this page, it's a closer up version of the last page. Everything we see before. But now the caterpillar is standing just on his back legs because you can tell that he's looking for the food. He's got a smile because he's hungry and he wants to see. So this page has something really, really cool. We're going to list off some foods that he searches for, and each food is a little flap. They get longer and longer, and as I tell each food, we're going to flip the flap over, and I'll tell you, it has a really cool thing with these flaps. So the first one says, on Monday, he ate through 1 apple, but he was still hungry. So on this flap, there's a little apple, and it's red, and there's a hole through it. There's a hole through the real book, not just a drawing hole. So when you flip the flap over on the other side, you see the caterpillar has eaten through the hole. It's a real hole that I can put my finger through. And I see the caterpillar poking out of it. and he's happily eating, but he's still hungry. So let's go to the next flap. It says, on Tuesday, he ate through 2 pears, but he was still hungry. So now we have 2 green pears, and they've got some brown on them too. And there's 2 holes where he's poking out of. When you flip it over, he's poked out and he's eaten through these pears. The next flap says, on Wednesday, he ate through 3 plums, but he was still hungry. Now we have 3 plums. 2 of them have a big old leaf, almost the same size as the plum. But these plums are dark blue. They're blue and they've got blue brush strokes on them. And when you flip it over, you see him crawling out of the 3rd plum, but he's still hungry. On Thursday, he ate through 4 strawberries, but he was still hungry. Again, we've got 4 strawberries, and one of them is upside down. The other 3 are right side up. They've got red skin, and they've got black seeds and a green leafy leaves, and he crawls through those because he's eaten through them. And last we have on Friday, he ate through 5 oranges, but he was still hungry. Now 2 of these oranges have stems, 1 of them has a leaf, but all of them have colorful brown and green spots on them. Very beautiful, almost as if he flicked the paint onto this painting. Flick some splats. Now when you flip over to the next page, we see so many more foods. It says, on Sunday, he ate through 1 piece of chocolate cake, 1 ice cream cone, 1 pickle, 1 slice of Swiss cheese, 1 slice of salami, 1 lollipop, 1 piece of cherry pie, 1 sausage, 1 cupcake, and 1 slice of watermelon. That night, he had a stomach ache. I would have a stomach ache too if I ate all of these. These are so beautiful. They are all paintings and they're very, very colorful. The cake has a red cherry on top and it's layer cake. It's a chocolate cake. The ice cream cone is orange. I think it's probably orange flavored. The pickle is very bumpy. You can feel the texture. And the Swiss cheese, there's a hole in the Swiss cheese. It's very, very yellow. The salami, very colorful. It has triangles and squares inside. When you slice through, you can see beautiful, colorful shapes inside the salami. The lollipop is a swirl blue and yellow, and the cherry pie has the beautiful little circles, just like we saw before. And the sausage has the little tied ends, and the cupcake doesn't have any frosting on it. It's just a plain vanilla cupcake. And the watermelon is juicy and it has big seeds. And each of these foods has another hole through the page where we can see that he ate through the food, ate through the book almost. All right, the next page. The next day was Sunday again. The caterpillar ate through 1 nice green leaf, and after that, he felt much better. Now this is a big leaf, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 holes in it. So he really munched through this. This leaf is another strong stemmed leaf connected to a big brown tree. It might be the same tree that he was born from. All right, now he wasn't hungry anymore, and he wasn't a little caterpillar anymore. He was a big, fat caterpillar. This whole page, the caterpillar takes up the whole page. He is so big. You still see the same thing that we had before, little black feet and big green body and a red face, but this time we can see his eyes. They're yellow and green, and he's got a surprised look on his face. His antennae are a beautiful blue, and now we can see up close his little fuzzies. There are tons of little pencil strokes of colored pencils of all the different colors showing how fuzzy he is. He built a small house called a cocoon around himself. He stayed inside for more than 2 weeks. Then he nibbled a hole in the cocoon, pushed his way out. Now this cocoon is brown. It's all different shades of brown. There's a red brown, there's a yellow brown, there's dark brown, and each brown looks like it has a different type of bark, like tree bark on it. It's very, very textured. It's beautiful. So the caterpillar pushed his way out and he was a beautiful butterfly. Oh, this butterfly is amazing. His wings have so many different designs on them. Each part of his wing has a different color, and there are different shapes. There are circles and rectangles. There are diamonds. I see ovals, and every single shape is a different color. He put splats on them and paint strokes. His wings are marvelous. And then he has a skinny yellow body with black legs coming out and a red face still with the yellow and green eyes. And now his antennae are long and skinny and go over his head, and they're green. He's a beautiful butterfly. Now, our story is over. Thank you so much for reading with me today. Have a great day, guys.